Hi everybody. Yeah, I know I said I would try and make a video that's not 4 weeks. Although no, it isn't 4 weeks yet. So, yeah, the lovely Michelle, who is a very funny and awesome person. Hi Michelle. She was asking when am I doing a new video, so I was like, I will get one made. So, yeah, I tried to get a video made of the weekend, but life gets in the way. So, I'm making one now. So, I'm wearing my lovely cardigan that my friend Jan made me. Hi Jan. It's really, really pretty. It's like a nice, like navy blue with the white and the lovely big red button. Absolutely love the red button. I have decided to call my videos episodes with the number. I renamed all my videos from 1 till what it's at so far. I'm going to start off with my finished projects. I don't have a lot, but I have a good bit, I suppose. So obviously, until this is finished, it's going to be in every video. So focus. There we go. My focusing blanket. I managed to get 2 more squares done and bordered. See, with the bad lighting, I need to keep checking the focus so it doesn't, my face doesn't go white like it is now. So, set these here. I have now done squares number 9 and 10. So, they're done and they're bordered. So I'll show you them now. I laid it all out to get a photo of what it's looking like so far, and you know the way when you set things down, bits of dirt like get caught in the wool and you have to pick it out. So this is square number 9. So obviously the way I show you it, the video flips it the other way for some reason. So this is square number 9. And I'll go up closer so you can see the colour. Now obviously the light is reflected on my screen so I can't see it very well. So it's purples, golds and a tealy green. This colourway is number 384 and it's called Paisley. So So that will be the 3rd row and it'll be the first one going from left to right, so it'll be the first one. And that'll be, this is longer because it'll be part of the overhang when it lies on the bed. And this is square number 10 and it's 385 and it's called Tree Folk. I really loved this colour when it was in a ball, so I did. See? It's all pinks and greens and creams. It reminds me of fairies. So it does. It's really pretty. It's a girly girl one. So that is square number 9 and 10 done. So that leaves 6 squares left on my blanket out of 16. Yeah, and I'm doing it on 4mm. Where's the sticker gone? Ah, there's her. See? So obviously I'm using my Knit Pro Symphonies. I always get the biggest size of needles because I prefer longer needles. I don't like little short needles because then you're just like oh. I prefer the longer needles because that way whether you're doing a short project or a long one, you've got it covered basically. So So yeah, these are the 35cm ones, which are the biggest ones. I absolutely love this, and I might try and see if I can get the full set for Christmas. So obviously, if you have watched Barry's video, you will recognise this cushion. Barry made it for me, and I absolutely love it. So I do. It's really pretty. I picked the colours, so I did. Well, obviously that's the colour in the pattern, but I picked the colour of the flowers because I really wanted like a vintage one, so it's really pretty. So I made him the bow, which is called Mac by Amanda Berry. I absolutely love that. I might make another one in the future. So the next thing that I finished, I'll show you this in here, and excuse me, I'll also pop a picture in because it has better lighting. So this project bag is, hold on, there we go. This project bag is for the baby hats for, well, it is the preemie wards that I contacted, but obviously some of the hats are going to be bigger than the babies that are in the preemie unit. So I might ask, can they, like, the ones that are too big, can they give them around to the maternity ward? So this is the bag. The fabric is from the lovely Selma. Hi Selma, she's so lovely. So this is my, it has the Canada, I think it's the Canada States. That's so cool. I got 3 more hats done, and this will explain why. So this one is a squirrel. So it is hard to see, but when I pop the picture in, you'll see it better. This one reminds me of a certain Disney film, but I'm not going to mention the title because it might affect copyright, but if you've seen the film, you'll understand what film I'm on about. So I got a nice sun. All the images, the yarn I use for it is Stylecraft Special DK because it's washable and it's hard wearing. So now this one I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed by it, but I did make a blunder, mistake. I started using a scrap of white that out of the special thing, the Stylecraft, that I keep the scraps in my notions pouch so that when I'm doing hats I just use a bit of the scraps instead of cutting more off the ball. However, I used up all the scrap, but I hadn't finished the image, and I went and used my white because the scrap must have been off one of Barry's balls of Stylecraft. It didn't match the scrap, so I asked Barry could I use some more of his. So I finished the image, but when I went to take a photo of it for my Ravelry project page, it must have been 2 different dye lots, and now the animal is like a cream on the bottom and white on the top. So I'll show you. It's a goose. Now you can't really see it here, but whenever I put the picture in you'll notice it. So got a wee goose. So that's the 3 that I finished. Hey, so far in total I have made 15 baby hats. Wow, that's a lot. I forgot to say this when I was talking about my blanket here. I can't, well, I could knit up the next couple of squares, right? When I say squares, I don't mean about the bordering part, I just mean, you know, the coloured bit. I could knit them up, but I couldn't carry on with the blanket and border and all because I have ran out of the soap that I was using for, you know, washing the squares and washing the wool before I use it. I was using that lovely goat's milk soap that my lovely friend Grace got me. Hi Grace! It's ran out, so I need to buy more. I thankfully found the label because I thought I had thrown it away. So I sent an email to the company, but they don't seem to have any left on their website. So I found a company in England called, oh, what do you call it? I think it's the Little Goat something. I'll put it along here, I'll pop up. But they make goat's milk soap and they make lovely little different bars, and one of them's called Bug Off, you know, B-U-G. It's quite funny, and they each have their own scents, so I think maybe in a few weeks I'll order some from there. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and move on because the video is really long as it is. My current projects. I have started something new, folks, yay. Because I know I've been going on about this blanket and baby hats, you know, in my past number of videos. So I have started something new, and it is a present, and I'll talk about it in a minute. But it is out of this book I got Barry. Although I've had more use out of it than him, I might as well have kept it. But it is The Big Book of Knitted Monsters by Rebecca Danger. So you will recognise this because I have made 9 Hugos, which is this monster. But I want to make that one for my nephew. It's so cool. But I am starting a new monster. I'm not doing Hugo again. Although I do have yarn I want to make more Hugos for the children's ward, but that's for later time. So without showing you the pattern, I am making this monster. Now, I need to lean in so you can see. They're both the same size, with the same weight of yarn, etc. But it's 2 different yarns. So I am making this monster, which is Leila, Lydia and Lucas. So Leila is the mummy, and then it's a wee boy and girl, Lydia and Lucas. So I'm making this monster for my niece and nephew's mother. So her favourite colours are yellow, black and pink. It's a peculiar mix, but well, obviously the wee boy is going to represent my nephew, so I'm doing him in blue, and then I'm doing my niece in pink. I was kind of nervous to do this monster because it involves new techniques, you could say, but I just said, you know what, I'm going to give it a go, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm going to give it a go. So I did give it a go. I had to order the yarn for it because it asked for a worsted weight, which over here would probably be an iron weight. So I chose Stylecraft Special Iron because obviously with my niece and nephew, they're very young, and you know what young ones do, they kick things about, or you just get the idea. So it'll be a hard wearing yarn. So this is the body with the 2 pockets. So I've decided a yellow body with yellow arms and the black pockets. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Although it is a lot smaller than what I thought it was. It's the same weight of yarn with the same needles, so it just looks bigger in the picture. I am disappointed with the size of the arms and legs because again they look bigger in the pattern, but when I looked closer at the picture, her arms in the picture have been stretched a lot, and you can actually see some of the stuffing. So these, because it's acrylic, it's not going to stretch like wool, so That's the 2 wee arms for the mother, who is Leila. Now this you will have seen on Instagram. I am so chuffed with myself because I still haven't attempted socks because it kind of scares me because of the heel area. I did do a couple of giant Christmas stockings. They were like that big. Using Stacey from Very Pink Knits pattern, which is a really good pattern. I love her patterns. I love how she puts the video tutorials with it. It really helps. So I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. So obviously I can't give away the pattern because it's a book and it's a bought book and whatnot. But it involves doing the heel flap and gusset, which is obviously used in socks. So I haven't done socks yet. However, I gave it a go. So the first leg, Barry had to pick up the stitches for the gusset area for me because obviously I hadn't done you know, the gusset stitches and all that before. But I did the second leg by myself, so I got the hang of it. And it's actually alright, it's not as scary as what I thought it was, so yep. I did my first heel flap and gusset stitches. Yay! And they do look a bit odd for legs and feet, but I'm sure when it's stuffed, do you know what I mean? The toys always look better when they're stuffed. So, I got a pair of legs! Isn't that so cool? I'm so chuffed with myself. Yeah. Big square feet. That one looks like it has a toe, but I'll explain why. You have to do the Kitchener stitch, and I was watching Stacey's video on how to do it, and she did go a bit quick, and I was like, ugh. So I did. Well, I can't really say the term that I would normally say because there might be kids watching, so it went topsy-turvy. So but I did get the hang of it, and the second one, which is this one, I got it right. So I'm pretty chuffed with myself. The only thing is I have to do 4 more legs, 2 each for the young ones. So I still have to do more heel flaps. So I started Lucas, which is the wee boy. So I've only started his body, and I'm doing him on magic loop. The mother's body I did on magic loop. The pockets I did in DPNs. The arms and legs I did on DPNs. I could have done his body on DPNs as well because he's small enough. But see, to be honest, I'm actually just enjoying magic loop, which is kind of weird because I usually... It's weird in the sense that I always use DPNs. I forgot to mention the colours. Diamond. Right. Okay, so this colorway is called Raspberry, which is like, it's like a dark pink, but it's not fuchsia pink. And this colorway is Lemon. And this is obviously black. So I'll put the colorway numbers on the screen because what have I been watching? I'm going to take a breather for a minute. I'm going to take a sip actually of water. I'm probably talking so fast I need to put the fan on actually. Oh, that's so lovely. Anyway, I have been watching, you know, obviously all crafters watch podcasts, but seagull just flew by. Because we're close to the loch, we get seagulls here, because you know obviously they go near water, or live near water, so we get loads of seagulls here, and I'm always saying you think we're beside the seaside, but anyway, I've 3 episodes of Bakery Bears to watch, because I'm like 3 episodes behind, so I'm gonna sit and watch those soon. The video I've been watching the most though recently is Shan's Crafty Corner. So that's the lovely Shan. Hi Shan! I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, because I keep saying the bar, I'm like, how do you say her name? Is it Shan? And he's trying to pronounce it, but I'm going to just say Shan. But I do apologise if I'm saying your name wrong, but let me know in a message, sure, and if I'm saying it right or wrong. But I just love watching her videos. I'm telling you, she's down to earth, and it's like she connects with everybody, you know, her viewers. She's just so lovely. Do you know what I mean? And I've actually enjoyed her videos that much. I actually watched 12 videos all in one day the other day. I was just sitting doing my knitting and watching her videos. It's just they're just so cool, and I love watching them. I think I've like 10 more, and then I've watched all of her videos up to date. So I've a couple more videos of other people's to watch as well. Michelle from down south, I want to see your lovely face on camera again. So I really want to see your lovely face on camera again, because your videos are cool. So, you know, new podcasts. Barry found a new podcaster, and her name's Terry, Terri. She is from Belfast, which is the capital of Northern Ireland. And I like finding new podcasts, but it's lovely whenever you find that there's more crafters local to you as well. Do you know what I mean? Because there's only a couple, like Margaret and Charles, and that I know that are from around, you know, near me, like in Northern Ireland, because like Margaret's in County Fermanagh. Hi Margaret. And Charles is up in Glengormley, which is about, I'm guessing 10 miles from Antrim. I'm probably wrong, probably more than likely wrong, but hi Charles. But yeah, it's nice to know there's another crafter there, and her channel, I had to write it down because I couldn't remember it, is called the Pseudo Yarn Club, but the word pseudo is spelled Pseudo. So I'll put the link to her channel below, and she's really cool, so she is. So feel free to check her out. Anyway, the lovely Marie, she's a lovely friend. She really is. She has a heart of gold. She recently started making a couple of videos. She faced thing. I'll not go into it because it's private, but she did it, and she made a couple of videos, and I'm really proud of her. So Marie, I'm really proud of you, and you know, I'm not gonna start crying because I can feel my eyes, like, you know, welling up a bit, but you know, I'm really proud of her. Do you know what I mean? She's really talented with her crocheting, and like the baby clothes that she makes, they're so beautiful. So I'll put the link to her channel, so please go check her out and share some love. Do you know what I mean? Because I love the crafting community. It's so supportive and accepting. Do you know what I mean? And meet so many lovely people, so you know what I'm going to move on because I want to keep this video as short as possible, because I uploaded Barry's video for him and it took me 14 hours straight of having to upload it. I don't know if it's a signal or what, but you know. Anyway, the special video I want to show you is I'll talk about almost at the end. I have a couple more things I want to show you. So, I finally got myself a yarn basket. Yay! I'm always keeping the yarn. Like, I'm sitting on my sofa and I'm always keeping the yarn stuffed at my side. Yes, I know some people will be like, oh, don't do that to the yarn, but that's what I did. I didn't want to let it roll around the floor. So, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get a basket because I am fed up of it being stuffed down the side of my leg, because when I get up, it falls onto the floor. And I'm just like, ugh. So, Shan, no, I think I've said your name right, Shan from Crafty Corner. She has this basket too, but I didn't realise that until I bought this, but her video, her showing it was like months ago, but she has the same, we've got the same basket, we're like twinsies. Isn't it so pretty? I got it in Tesco's, so I did. Barry was looking for one, and then I just found this. Believe it or not, I was going to get a bin. Yeah, a bin with a flappy lid, but Barry was like, no, you're not getting that. So we went to Tesco's and spotted this, and I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. So now I'm able to set my folk song blanket project bag with my blanket in it here, and then my yarn can like roll around here beside me, you know, beside the sofa. And I'm telling you, it's the best thing I have done when it comes to the knitting. It is the best thing I've bought, and I'm really happy with it. So the next thing I bought, I went a bit yarn mad. Like, I bought too much yarn, although any crafter would say there's no such thing. So I know Michelle has been looking forward to this, and so has Marie. She's been looking forward because I think I told Kim. Hi Kim, hi Jack, hi Tobin. I mainly got them because they were a bargain. So, right, the first one is, let's get stuck. It's a 5-pack. These are normally like £8 each, but with the bargain I got them for like under £4 each. So it was the wee bargain. I'm going to use the yarn to make the bear from Little Cotton Rabbits range. I bought her newest pattern, the bear, the girl bear and boy bear, and this exact colorway, which it was such a weird coincidence. She just happened to knit, excuse me, one of the bears out of this colorway. I was like, whoa, that's weird. So I got 5 of them, and it is the Rowan Pure Wool Worsted. I can't believe I got such a bargain, like. Oh, that was nuts, like. It was under £4 if you included the postage, so obviously if you take the postage out, it's even less. So, the colourway is 104 and it's called Toffee, so it is really pretty. So, I'm going to use a ball to make a bear and see how much it uses, so I might even get a few bears, and Barry wants to buy some of them off me, so I'll sell him some of them. So, yep, so I've got all 4. I forgot to say what the content was. %100% wool. I had to find it there because I've never had a ball of rolling yarn before, so it's all new. the next one is this big bag, which I'll sit here. Right, I think it was a lady, she was doing a day stash and she had 4 things of Cascade 220. It was a bargain. These, if you get them on Wool Warehouse, they're like £5.49, and the lady that was selling this, they were a lot cheaper, so I got them really cheap. So I got 2 in the Christmas red, which is number 88, I think. I did have one of these before because well, it wasn't a full skein, I think it was half a skein that I bought off Barry, because he only made, or was it a full skein? It was a full skein actually, sorry, tell I. I made my red mittens out of them, and I made 3 red hearts. This is in Claudino patterns, so it's a lovely Christmas red, and I got 2 of them. That one's a bit looser, so I don't know what happened. The only sad thing is they're not the same dye lot, but do you know what? To me they look exactly the same, so I'm not complaining. I'll set those in there. I think I'm gonna make the little Red Riding Hood cape. I might make that for my niece for Christmas. So the next, she had, yeah, I said she had 4. The other 2 was this pink, and it's called, I think it's Candy Floss Pink, and the colourway number's 9478. These aren't the same dye lot either, but like I said, they don't look any different to me. I honestly don't know what I'll make out of these, because they are 100% wool, so I'm just going to keep them in my stash until a pattern comes out and I'm like, I'll make that. So I did get 4 other skeins of Cascade 220 off someone else that was selling them really cheap, and they did say they're all the same colour. It's the colourway Jet, and then they put in brackets black/grey. Silly me didn't pay close enough attention. I thought it meant jet black, and I thought, oh, it's all black, I'll make something, for Halloween. Obviously when they came, they were like a charcoal grey, and I was like, so Barry really likes them, so he's going to buy them off me. I think he might make a jumper or something with it, so right. The next thing is, I've never ever bought this yarn before, but I've always seen everybody using it. I got opal yarn, which is silk yarn. Right, I think this one is discontinued. So it's really pretty. It reminds me of, like, sunny holidays. The range is called, no, it's all in German now, so it's called Traumhafts Potpourri, and the colourway is 8844, and it's called Tremanzel. So it's really thing. I think this is definitely discontinued. Now I don't know if you will be able to see it, but they do show it knitted up. No, it's not coming out. You can check it out on my Ravelry page, sure, if you want to see it knitted up, but it is really pretty and colourful. So it's a bit like fruit punch, isn't it? So these are, they're made in Germany, and it's the opal yarn, and it is 75% virgin wool and 25% polyamide, which is nylon. And I got this one. Now this is part of the Rainforest range. I'll have to... It's like Rainforest 10 or 11. And the colour is 8972, which is Justice Dash Derzing. So it's not very right. And I think it's meant to be this emu sort of bird. There. Yeah, it's put here. It's here. Sorry. Rainforest number 5. Although on Ravelry it says it's like 10 or 11. So I'll try and show you it knitted up, but again, it's not gonna come out for anything. So they're all the same content. So they are. Right, this one is from the range Clang Welton, which is, I think that means classic. It's all to do with music. The colour I really want's called the Turntable. It's like greens and browns. Barry wants it too. There's a red and grey one, which is for pop music. There's one for rock music, and there's one for a composer, and there's a few other ones, but I managed to get, was it 2 or 3 or maybe 4 of the colourways in this range. Barry picked, you know, the other colours in the range, so you'll see it in his video. So that's this one. So it's like teals and like pinks. And this colourway is 9047 and it's called Classic. So you'll probably not be able to see that knitted up. I know some people might be like, why are you buying all this sock yarn if you haven't even started socks, but you never know. When I do start socks, I might find out that I really, really like socks, and at least I'll have the sock yarn here, do you know what I mean? So, right, I managed to get a couple of colourways in this range, and the range is called the Little Prince. I think, I'm not 100%, I think this range is discontinued. So, each colourway is the Little Prince and something. So, this one is the Little Prince and the Fountain, this colourway. And it is 7766. So the Little Prince range, and the colourway is the Little Prince and the Fountain. See, there's a picture. Isn't it pretty? It's like tropical. They do have a picture of it knitted up, but again, I don't know if it'll show up. Right, the last one here is the Little Prince range, and the colourway is the Little Prince and the Fox, so, which is colour number 7762. And there it is knitted up. But again, the lighting probably won't show it up very well. Oh yes, I do have more yarn to show you. The post lady that delivered it, she had all these packages, and she goes to me, "Is this all wool?" And I goes, "Yes." And she laughed a bit. She was like, "I do a bit of knitting too." And I was like, "Seriously? That's so cool." And she says, "Yeah, I knitted, was it pods she called them? She knitted wee pods or something for the preemie babies, and she knitted her brother and Olaf and all." So I was like, it's really cool. Right, the last yarn I bought is for the monster that I'm knitting for my niece and nephew's mum. So this is the raspberry, which is 1023. I do need to be quick because this video is going to be really long. The one I'm knitting to represent my niece is shade number 1241, which is fondant. This one is 1020 and it's lemon. They're coming up really dark, but it's because of the light. And the last one is 1002 and it is black. So let's see. Right, me and Barry went to a Knitting Public Day event, and if you've seen his video you will recognise this bag because we each got one. It was for the first it was for the first 50 people who turned up, so me and Barry managed to get one each. It was really cool. It's like an old fashioned thing and it says notions and things. So it has the wee clippy thingy. So I'll show you quickly what we got. I got this, which I've never had before, Sardar Touch. I think Shan, you might have had this. I'm not 100%. I might have seen this in your video a few videos back. It's called Sardar Touch Irresistibly Soft Fur. It's 100 grams with 67 meters, which is 73 yards. It's 50% nylon and 50% polyester, and the colour is SH0007. So it's like fur kind of. See, there's a pattern the lovely Shan got, and it's this lovely lamb, and I really want to make it, and I really want to get the kit, but I can't get it yet. So you get it in Purple Linda Crafts. It's cheaper buying the kit than buying all the balls separately. I think it's like £10 or something. But I really want to get it, but I can't get it yet, so I'll have to wait. You're knitting with yarn like this. It's like what did she say it was called? Snowflake or snowball or something. And I would really like to make the lamb, but this is really cool, so I'm going to have a go at knitting this. This will be a new thing to try because I haven't knitted with yarn like this before. So I don't know what I'll make, but it'll be something cool. And I got this. I haven't had this before, although I think Shan, you had this as well. Whoop. I think you made a snowy owl out of it, maybe. It's Hayfield Bonus Chunky Extra Value. It's 100 grams and it is shade 0930. See all the wee, it's got all those wee fibre things in it. So this was all free. It was a big goodie bag. So I'm gonna share some of my gift bag because I did get a couple of goodies. So I did at the event, but I can't send them yet. They'll have to wait for like up to 4 weeks on getting sent out. So but the main point is that they will get there eventually. So I got a measuring tape, a cloth one. I'm always needing these. I got a fridge magnet, which is funny. It says you're fabulous. Really cute. I got a pair of scissors. And I got 10mm nails. Everybody seems to have got 10mm. I don't understand why though. I don't think I have. No, I don't have a set of 10mm. So they will be handy when I'm knitting with the super chunky yarn. I want to make my mum something. So yeah. Right. I got a couple of gifts I want to show you. So they are so awesome. I'll start off with this one. The lovely Shan asked me would I like these because I think she was reducing her stash. She sent me a big bundle of lovely patterns, but I'm not going to go through them all now because like video's long as it is, but she sent me a big bundle of patterns, so thank you very much, Shan. They are really, really cool. So they are, and I'm definitely going to make some of them, so thank you very much. I'm sorry if this is all rushed, but by the time I add this onto my other video, it's going to be really long and I'll not upload. The lovely Grace. Hi Grace. She says to me that she had loads of this yarn in her stash and would I like it. Because I'm using the yarn for the baby hats and I says it's a really good yarn, I would like to buy more. But Grace offered to give me all the balls she had in her stash, which is so lovely of her. So I've said to her that the batch of hats that I make out of these, I'm going to call them the little Grace hats. So they're going to be so pretty. So she gave me one ball of the the Comfort Chunky, which is a bulky weight. They're all 50% superfine nylon and 50% superfine acrylic. And the colour is 5701, which is called Ivory. It's so pretty. So these will do the babies with, you know, the bigger heads. That sounds horrible, but you just know what I mean. I got a ball of this one. This is a new colour. These are all now the worsted weight yarns, the same weight as the other ones. This colourway is 9760 and it's called Garnet. My mum says that's like a ruby red. So it is really pretty. And she gave me three of these. It's a new colour as well. It is 9730 and it's called Tea Berry, which is like a pink, which is really pretty. And she gave me two of the red colour that I have already, which is really nice because I have some left over from the last hat that I can combine with this Grace and I'll make another hat. And she gave me 1, 2, 3 of the green that I used, the Gooseberry Heather. Isn't that so lovely of her? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally almost 10 balls of that yarn. Isn't that so incredibly lovely? Thank you so much, Grace. You really are a wee star, like, do you know what I mean? You're going to make a lot of happy babies, you know, with these lovely hats. So thank you very, very much, Grace. Give you a big hug. I can't wait to get making all those hats, and you know, it's going to be so pretty. Yes, the last thing. Oh, I forgot to show this. I got this for myself up at the Worldwide Knitting Day. It says, "There's no place like home." I love all these wee cottages. I want to live in a thatched roof cottage when I get a bit older in the Lake District. So I do. And write books. So I do. and have loads of animals. I want to get ducks, I want to get chickens, dogs and cats and birds, and just, you know, have a pond, and oh, so lovely. Right, the last thing I want to show you is at this event, if you've probably seen Barry's video again, me and Barry had a go at spinning yarn. Isn't that so cool? We had an awesome teacher, Heather. Hi Heather. Heather is so cool. I think she's from America. She is so awesome. She's so down to earth, and she makes you laugh, and she's so cool. I even gave her a big hug. I was like, I want to give you a hug. She's so cool. Yeah, we sat beside her and she was turning the spinning wheel. I'll put the video in, but we got to spin our own yarn, and I learned how to thing. I was a bit fiddly, you know, trying to get the hang of it, but I had a go at it, and I actually really enjoyed it. So Barry had a go, and obviously he made a longer strand, but I was really happy with what I did. So I'll pop the video in of me spinning at the end. So I'm going to show you this once we applied it. This is my strand of yarn that I did by myself. So obviously it's thick and thin because, you know. So I'm so chuffed with myself. I really enjoyed it, so I did. It was fun. The fibre is Bluefaced Leicester BFL, which is a British shape. So I really enjoyed it. And we got to dye the yarn with natural dyes. Well, we didn't actually get the thing. The lady, who is Kay Johnston, I think she's like a famous dyer or something, but she dyed the yarn for you, but you got to see. So I chose purple, which I think they used purple, like red onions. So this wee bit I got dyed, so you can't really see the colour, but it looks grey, you know, on screen. But it is, if you look at it up close, it's like a watercolour purpley grey. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself, and it was so fun, and I learned a new skill. So right, I think that's gonna have to do me. So I want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. Sadly some have gone, but that's okay. Do you know what I mean? Thank you to everybody that stayed, and thank you for the new subscribers. I think I will do a giveaway if I get to like 350 or 400 or something, so I'll do a giveaway then. So yep, that is everything from me, folks, and thank you everybody for your comments. I love reading them. I think I did reply to almost every single one, but I will double check. So don't forget to check the links out below for the other channels and meet new people. So have a lovely day, folks, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Very good, and you're very brave because you've got such fine, you know yourself it's going to hold it together. Now we've run out of twist. We're like, this is danger zone, because as soon as we got here, we don't have enough twist. I need to add some more. So I'm going to add some more. There we go. And will you take over my finger there? Yeah.
Not too quick, not too quick.
Yeah, Barry knows what's going to happen. If we drop too quickly, then we're not letting enough time for the draft.
Need to build up the energy.
There you go. It's like you studied physics. Did you study physics?